Hello, Pagosa! Welcome back to Discovery Time. It's still hot outside, and sometimes we need to beat the heat. So, today, we're going to be painting on ice. Let's get started! First, we're going to take a regular plastic container and fill it with water. Go about 3/4 of the way full. Next, we're going to freeze the water. This usually takes all night. All right, so here we are. It's time to, I got this out of the freezer just a little bit ago. Now we're going to remove it from the container and we can get to painting. The fun thing about this is that you can paint anything you want. You just know that it's gonna be gone in a little bit. So I was thinking I might go for like a waterfall scene or a river. Because at first it's all gonna behave like watercolors. I'm gonna touch the ice really quick. Ah! If I can get it out. Do you see how it's like blending in almost? Cold. And then there are parts where it seeps in to the holes that were made. Like up at the top there. It's kind of cool. Sometimes the paint wants to stick and other times it doesn't want to stick to the ice, is what I'm noticing. And I wonder if that's because different parts are more frozen than others, and so it's easier to paint on the part that is more frozen than the paint that is less frozen, because the paint that is less frozen is more watery and it wants to dilute the paint. Wonder what happens if you do watercolors. Let's find out. Oh, so using an eyedropper to get watercolors gets it in deeper to the ice and in more of the cracks. That's pretty cool. And it spreads out a lot. I'll get close here in just a sec so you can see what's happening. And I'm going to turn it around so you can see what it looks like from the back. Which part is more saturated with paint? So checking back in on our paint block, after a little bit what I've noticed is that the liquid paint, if there are cracks all the way through, it's going all the way to the bottom and it's just seeping through the ice, which is kind of interesting. And it's changing. And in fact, if you look over at this edge, do you see those two brown cracks? You can see where it went all the way through. But the thicker paint has a different consistency, and it's taking more time as the ice melts to seep in there. So this is also a science experiment too, to see how melting points work and when. Anyway, maybe we'll check back in a few minutes. Checking back in on our ice painting. I just had to dump out a whole bunch of brown and blue water from the bottom of the plate, and this is what it looks like now. It makes for a very interesting canvas, and it's fun to play with, and it's nice on this hot, hot day. What are you going to paint? I'd love to see your process and your results. Feel free to post them below or send them in at ruby@pagosalibrary.org. Goodbye, Pagosa.